is Weny Julyanty. I'm from Panchabakti University. I'm from Management Class F. Today I want to read the article and the title is Pan Economy. The two other economic systems that contrast sharply with the capitalism of Adam Smith are socialism and communism. These systems are sometimes called plan economies because the answer to the three basic economic questions are determined, at least to some degree, through centralized government planning. Socialism in a socially community, the key industries are owned and controlled by the government. Such industry usually include transportation, public utilities, communication, and thus production important materials such as steel. In France, the major banks are national and transferred to government control. Banking too is considered extremely important to a nation's economy. Land and raw material may also be the property of the state in a socialist economy. Depending on the country, private ownership of real property, such as land and building, and smaller or less vital business is permitted to varying degrees. People usually may choose their own occupation, but many work in state-owned distribution. What to produce and how to produce it are determined in accordance with national goals, which are based on project needs and the availability of research, at least for the government-owned districts. The distribution of goods and services is also controlled by the state to the extent that it controls rents and wages. Among the professed aims of socialist countries are the equitable distribution of income, the elimination of poverty, and the distribution of social services such as medical care to all who need them, smooth economic growth, and elimination of the waste that supposedly accompanies capitalism competition. Britain, France, Sweden, and India are democratic countries whose mixed economies include a very visible degree of socialism. Communism, if Adam Smith was the father of capitalism, Karl Marx was the father of communism. In his writing during the mid-19th countries, Marx advocates a classless society whose citizens together own all economic resources. He believed that such a society would come about as the result of a class struggle between the owners of capital and the workers they had exploited. All workers would then contribute to the communist society according to their ability and would receive benefits according to their needs. Today, North Korea is generally considered to have communist economy. Almost all economic resources are owned by the government in this country. The basic economic questions are answered through centralized state planning, which sets price and wages as well. In this planning, the needs of the state generally outweigh the need of its citizens. Emphasis is placed on the production of capital goods, such as heavy machinery, rather than on the products that customer might want. So there are frequent shortages of consumer goods. Workers have little choice of jobs, but special skill or talent seems to be rewarded with special privilege. Various groups of professional, bureaucrats, university professors, and athletes, for example, fare much better than, say, factory workers. Communist economies were in the former USSR, China, Cuba, former Yugoslavia. Nowadays, all these countries have market economies. Some of them are in the period of transition to the market one. The so-called communist economies actually seems to be far from Marx's vision of communism, but rather practice a strictly controlled kind of socialism. There is also a bit of free enterprise here and there. For example, in the former Soviet Union, the farmers' market rynki in Russia not only were allowed but were also essential to the nation's food supply. However, like all real economy, these economies are neither pure nor static. Every operating economy is a constantly changing mixture of various idealist economic systems. Some evolve slowly, others change more quickly, through either evolution or revolution. And over many years, a nation such as Great Britain may move first in one direction, say toward capitalism, and then in the opposite direction. It is impossible to say whether any real economy will ever closely resemble Marx's communism. Thank you.